Oh, God, you're going to love it. Hit it. Oh, God, welcome back to Lady Babylon. We may be an hour later than usual, but we have all the power, people. This is absolutely gorgeous tonight. What I've brought to you is a picture of your reality, a perfect window through which you can see the real. Oh, people, tonight we're going to be looking at the real Jesus because Remember, Satanic Congregation, we have crusades coming up shortly. I will be traveling with Junius. We will be put up the cities. We will be taking these cities by storm. Oh, God. Spreading the gospel of the Antichrist. People showing Jesus to the world, letting people see him. I'm going to be traveling with Junius there. I'm going to be traveling with Junius. People, we need to keep in mind what I was reminded of this week when I was walking with Chewy, and all of a sudden, this car hit the brakes, put itself in reverse, and came back, looked out the window, and said, "Amen, that's you, Amen." Anywho, a shout out to Clayton, right? Clayton is in the trenches, right? He's telling his family and his friends the liberating news that the Jesus Christ was himself a drug using, child trafficking pervert who we gladly celebrate the crucifixion of, because that's what happens to all Lestai. That's what happens to them, people. It's just the Bible, and tonight we get to read it, people. In order to do that, I'm going to bring you some new and some old, some familiar. I'm going to bring you the texts and show them to you. And we're going to break the back of the ignorant veil of darkness that covers our eyes. Oh, God. It's absolutely wonderful. It's gone to his head. Shut up, Martha. This is the fun part, people. Can you imagine? We are all born into an apocalypse, a judgment. Oh, it's a glorious Tartarian restaurant where you and I, my beloved congregation, can swim in romance. Oh, God. This is the place of the devil, is it not? Love it, people. Absolutely love it. Now, first, I want to start you off. I'm not even going to tell you where we're going to go, except I want you to think of that Christ. Think of that Christing that burns your vision. Think of that Christing that awakens you. Think of that Christing that Jesus was performing in the Garden of Gethsemane. Oh, God. People, you get to see it tonight. You're very fortunate. You're very fortunate. All I require is your fellowship. People, I have a thing called a workshop now twice a week on Discord. Fantastic. Yesterday we did one. We're going to upload it. Oh, God, I feel so stupid. One of the congregation got up there and, just had to show how fucking smart he was. Brilliant computer stuff, people, with kind of a visualization, right? I looked at the pictures in the book. Give me a break. With a beautiful visualization of Ananke and all the glorious philosophy of the universe just packed into one image. This is Pate, and he is imaging. People, this is what I would like to invite to the workshop so people can see. And we're pushing the boundaries, people, absolutely pushing the boundaries. I thought Wretch was going to break down in joyous rapture. I was waiting for it, didn't you, Chewy? When they were talking about what this means and how to, oh, God, it was pure magic, people. Come to the workshop. I want you all to know we had such a success with Madalena's intensive course that I've invited Madalena and Josh to a patroness funded university course compacted into 4 weeks. This is a reader to get you off the carrier. Do you understand? You've earned your wings. Now it's time to fly. And where do we go? Only to the best. Only to the best. We will follow Sappho. Ah, God, the Greek is glorious, right? I'm not giving them any crap or trash, people. I'm giving them all the highlights, the the ether that you. This is the highest percentage. Oh God, that you can get. It's the dank. Oh, people. I will provide that for you who have gone through the 20 units. Chewy is still posting units. Those of you who make it through all the way can now have a reader. You can follow us in the reading like pioneers. This is going to be Madalena and Joseph, right? No, Josh. Josh, what am I saying? I'm getting my J's confused. Josh, I'm sorry. We met in New York. So he's a brother and mother Greek from New York. Josh, we got to get some stuff going. Oh my God. People, this is the stuff when you can actually turn this tube of the U and make it into a university experience that you people can absorb. And remember, there is a patroness who is allowing me to pay for my pizza. And she is anonymous and will remain anonymous, which I find quite gorgeous. God, people, do you understand? We're going to take and train and bring people to the point that they don't have to be educated by people on YouTube who just hop up there and have no fucking clue about these actual sources. They don't. They don't. I want you to remember something, Satanic Congregation. There's only two ways that we know our past. Number one, archaeology. Number two, the written. Do you understand? That which is written is our source. If you cannot handle the evidence because you cannot read it, you do not belong in the kitchen. And that's what Madalena and Josh, that's what they need. They need that training. So they already have their first assignment. People were going forward. And remember, in my workshop, I'm going to start talking about our crusades. The message has to be gotten out to the world that is in the chains of monism. Those who love the genocide and the death, the tomahawks in the girls' schools, the lovers of the March for Life. You can be freed. You can be freed. Behind Lady Babylon, get Schittler off there. Behind Lady Babylon is an honest, accurate, and loving message. A gospel that frees people. I have email after email after email of people telling me their personal experiences. If you want to come to the Discord, we have a testimonial. Whole pages full of people describing their time in Judaism, Christianity, right? The monist society that had a grip upon them. The years and years and years of abuse, psychological, physical. People send me a complete record. And it's for those people that this Lady Babylon was meant to be created. Do you understand? Clayton, thank you very much for throwing on the brakes and recognizing that we're in the fight and that this is not entertainment. People, let's start with an hors d'oeuvre, shall we? Shall we? I was going to say hors d'oeuvre, but that's different, right? Did you know you can shit Christ someone? People, yes, let's not talk about up and coming events, only certain ones. Do we have people? We need an hors d'oeuvre first, and then I want to get Dana. I'm going to call Dana up here. He's the drummer for Junius, and I want you to see some of his skill. Some of his skill. It's important, people. It's educational. Where did Mr. Rogers go? Here's what I want. Give me my hors d'oeuvre. People, I'm serving this up for you tonight. I want you to, I'll tell you when to start it, Chewy. People, look at these two fellas. Look at these two fellas sitting there doing their own thing, right? This is a show, a Christian show, and I just wanted to bring you, kind of the overview, a little bit of the overview of the garden. Hit it, Chewy.
Tremendously wonderful is happening. Offspring are coming. Blessing is coming. Like everything good. And then I love this because as somebody, like, I genuinely love Jesus, and like to know that he suffered for me. Like, I know that he wanted to do it. I know it was for the joy that he did it for me, but it's like, it still pains me. Like when I watch, the Passion or whatever it is, and like to imagine that he went through that kind of suffering, like it grieves me, right?
So you can see the captive, correct? Watch the chains, the psychological chains, and the theological bindings that are performed on this gent.
But I love verse 11. And listen to what it says. So in the middle of all that, it's one of my favorite verses of Isaiah 53, which is one of my favorite chapters in all the Bible.
And what's funny is he's never actually read the Bible. That's why the joke's on him.
It says, out of the anguish of his soul, he shall see and be satisfied.
Is this S&M? What is this? Oh, we're going to get into a fest, aren't we? It's going to become kind of dark. He mentioned that movie. Gibson loves that sadomasochistic crap, doesn't he? He loves it. Devil doesn't sit around and watch sadomasochistic movies. What's wrong with these people? Right? Oh God, we need a poll pretty soon. People, go back to the garden. I want him to these gents, they have to deal with the garden, and I want to give them to you because they are typical. Now remember, neither of these people has ever actually read the text, and they have been filled with a whole bunch of theology from the last century. Oh God, influenced by some dork with some diagrams of people in the air and fucking angels. Oh God, death and dragons. Blah. Right? None of that is in the Bible. None of that is in the Bible. People, you'd rather believe stupidity, wouldn't you, than see the reality of the text. That's a historical text. We don't have to create angels. We don't have to do that. We can read it. Are you ready? Go back to the beginning, Chewy. People, I want you to suck up. Satanic congregation, I'm talking to you. I want you to suck up, go back to the very beginning, and I want you to hear what these gents are hearing. And I will immediately cast a spell of liberty on it and get the fucking rid of it. Watch. This is fun. Yeah, at the very beginning.
Join Sam and Will as they bring the Bible's stories to life through historical evidence and try not to feel out of place in a car garage, all while bringing you Under the Hood.
Welcome to Under the Hood. I'm your host, Will. I'm here alongside Sam. Sam, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to be talking about the Garden of Gethsemane, which is...
That's a biblical expert, right?
Is, on the night before Jesus is crucified, he goes to this garden. And this is going to be where he's pleading with God, and he's going to pray 3 times and And he's going to say things like, Lord, if it is possible for this cup to pass from me, please make it so. In other words, I don't want to go to the cross, but if there's no other way to redeem.
Did you hear the in other words? That's just a way of saying, no, this is what it's saying, right? You just quoted the evidence and said, but this is what it's really saying. Do you understand? This is not a man of reason. This is a man of faith, and that is how faith works. And faith can be deprogrammed.
In humanity, I will go to the cross. And it's this really, really beautiful picture of the beginning of the passion where Jesus is actually beginning to suffer. He knows what's in store for him.
So much sadomasochism. They love the suffering part, don't they? It's too bad they missed the picture.
He knows the cross is coming. He knows the wrath of God and suffering for all the sins of humanity is coming. And he still has, in some sense, the freedom to run away.
Now, people, do you realize there's none of this in the Bible? This man is not reading the source. This man is not working the evidence. If this were in court, this would be completely trashable. I object, Your Honor. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Right? Oh, God. What do they call that? Relevance, right? Remember that, people. And this is the trick of the preachers and the pastors. This is what we have to use, not as a trick, but as a liberator. Yeah. We have to bring them those texts without that subtext that he's pumping into it. Just the text, people. Give me it's the complete and total cure. And people, I've got to do this in a 30-minute video presentation accompanied, hopefully musically gorgeous piece. Do you understand? Oh, God, when's the album coming out? Judas, you have to give us the album. Okay, people go.
Scribe is how.
Oh, God, quick, somebody execute that commercial. People, you see, that's why it's so fun to come to Satanic Congregation, because whoever's here, don't ever get anything associated with something called Scribe. Don't do it. Don't do it. Every time you see it, spit on the sign, right? Not on your computers. Just, if you're out, like, do your thing. Okay, sorry. Oh, that gets my goat, doesn't it? Gets your goat. The last one they had was a Bible. People have been watching this today, and the more and more in advertisements I see for Jesus. Oh, God, give it to me. Chewy, go ahead. Got my goat. Hide your sins with the cross, people. That's the message of Penelope. Was that a child bride? Holy crap, they're getting young. All right, let's go.
He's wrestling with God in this final moment. His disciples are sleeping on him. And it's this really beautiful picture of our Savior wrestling with his Father over the cost of our redemption. And there's so much at play here where God is sovereignly in a very beautifully, poetically ordained way is dropping all this beautiful symbolism all over the story. And so what we're going to
wait, what is getting dropped into the evidence? Not the story, you asshole. Look at how much disrespect they have for these texts, man. It makes me mad. Dropping in what? Symbolism. That sounds like methodology. Symbolism and methodology are fucking sisters of doom. Why? Because all it's there to do is to tell you what the text says. We don't need you to tell us about the love of God. We need you to tell us about the garden. What the hell is happening? Go.
we're going to talk about today is how the Garden of Gethsemane magnifies the beauty of what Jesus is doing.
Yeah, because this beautiful wrestling match between Jesus' humanity and his divinity in that.
Oh, I thought he was going to say between himself and the naked kid that he was with in Mark 14:51 and 52
moment, right? For all that's going to take place, the Bible gives a lot of time for the garden scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's a teachable moment to be okay, why is this so important?
Yeah, that's right. And it's a submission to the will of God here. And I remember
it's all about submission and torture with this guy. That guy's weird. The guy on the left, I kind of can feel his vibe. You know, I mean, the guy on the right, he's going to need some serious. When we deconvert his ass, do you know what we need to do? We need to do it rough like. He's going to like it anyway. Hey, buddy, Jesus was messing around with naked kids in public parks at 4 a.m. when he got arrested by the SWAT team that was there to pick up all the fucking sex trafficking creeps and crucify them. People, that's the Christian. Is that the gospel of the Antichrist? Is that it? People, what is the truth that you're supposed to take home? What can the Claytons of the world, what can the Almonds of the world tell their family? What can the Chewies tell them? Can they tell them that? Right? It's there in the text, people. Look it up. Look it up. Okay, let him go for another minute. And I want to get to his oil. The guy loves oil, man.
I used to think like, okay, when we go to the Garden of Gethsemane, here you see Jesus, and he is in great distress. We're going to see that he's in such distress that he's sweating blood. And I used to wonder.
Okay, now wait a minute, people. You're going to hear. Wait, you're going to hear about the sweating of the blood. Why? As a text that I have will show you. The Gospels say that Jesus was covered with this goop. This clotted, it was like clotted blood, but wasn't, which is funny because the text says that, right? What are you fucking doing, right? What is he doing? Look what he's doing. This Christian guy is bringing out the reality that they so despise. The reality of what he was doing with that kid in the Garden of Gethsemane. Are you ready? Oh, God. Now let's hear it, people. This is where I'm talking, satanic congregation. We are classicists. Do you understand? We grab the classical world by the gonads. That's what we do. And we love it. And the classical world loves it too. Because it's necromantic, and that's our nature. To bring back the dead and to show them to you. Jesus! Let's bring him back too, along with the naked kid that he was arrested with, right? Let's do it. We're going to do it now. It's on the mission tonight, right? Let's see this strange disease that Jesus has here, because that's how they're going to describe it. Jesus has got, instead of this clotted material on his face that's dripping off his face, it's kind of ooey gooey. You know what I mean? And it's dark. This stuff that's like clotted blood. Let's see where it's coming from. Let's hear their description. Because remember, in the classical world, people, we follow reason. We follow reason. Are you ready for the satanic reason? If you're not, it's going to hurt like a whip. Go.
Like, okay, a fear, God commands humanity not to fear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this wrong of Jesus?
Yeah.
Like, of course it's not, because he's sinless, but like, how do you explain that away? And it dawned on me one time, like, when humanity begins to fear, it's because we lack faith in the promises of God, right? God comes to us and says, I got you. And we're like, oh, I don't trust you, right?
Stop stroking each other and
uniquely,
just get to the blood.
in Jesus's case,
Please.
He fears because he trusts God, and he trusts himself to pay for the sin of humanity.
Where's the blood?
We've, ends that causes him this distress.
Yeah, I guess that's true, because when I lack faith, it's because I don't know what the outcome's going to be. So I doubt the outcome's going to be what I want it to be. Whereas Jesus, he knew the outcome was coming.
That guy likes it in the spiritual underrealm. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The Templars, right? They got him to lick their taints. You know? Look at that guy. Put a Templar uniform on him. He's starting to stink, right? You smell like an abbot's undergarments. Oh, God. Keep going.
That's right. And so, like, I put together a list of the differences between, because Jesus here is going to perfect humanity, right? In the Garden of Eden,
God.
the world.
So he goes
but notice the differences that go here, because in this story, there are so many similarities to Adam, except Jesus does perfectly what Adam does not so great.
somewhere
Yeah,
around.
right.
Where's
So
the
Adam
play?
had all of heaven's blessings, but he betrayed God to gain more.
Okay, just
Jesus
oh
had all
God,
of
I
heaven's
can't.
blessings.
It's amazing. They're
Citizens of
gonna
the
say he's got a
king.
demon.
What does
Right?
Jesus
Look,
do? He
there's
found
a
his going
fairy.
evil deal
There's
with.
a fairy.
God tells Adam in the fall, like
sadomasochistic
thorns
image
and
of
thistles, the
Jesus right
ground is
there.
going to grow for you.
Yeah.
Cursed is the ground because of what you've done. And what does Jesus do? He takes those thorns.
Yeah, these are his
And what?
pictures, right? People, not
They
ours.
will become his crown.
Right. Look
Like,
at
that
what's
becomes-
emphasized. Look at what's emphasized, people. You know how the art works? Look at what's being emphasized. Is this where this guy is? I'm not sure, but I still want to find out what was on Jesus' face when
the mark of the king. We become citizens of the
So please
kingdom of
explain
heaven
to us the
because
blood.
our
He's gonna
king
explain
wore
to
our
us the blood.
curse upon himself.
It is.
Do you support Israel?
God, no, I don't. Get the fuck out of here. You're genocidal, you fucking asshole. I don't want you. Oh, is it not on anymore? Oh, God. People trying to cover up that genocidal crap makes me irritated. Look, here's the garden, people. He thinks these trees have been modified because of what happened in the garden a little bit. It's kind of weird. It's got kind of a strange take, but they've got people around it. And he finally gets to the blood. Get to the blood, Chewie. He's describing the blood. Please. Lost it. Go to, you know what rings a bell? I think like 50.
Gethsemane is one of sitting and praying next to a tree, and it's just
excellent.
the side of the mountain. They bring them down, and this
Excellent.
the sick.
It's
got tons of medicinal benefits.
Olives.
Makes your skin look
olive oils,
shiny,
right?
so that you don't look, sickly or whatever. There's so many uses for this, right?
Is
And
it
so
here?
all look houses, rings that you would make to God, skincare, lamps, and commoners' houses.
All the uses of
flavoring,
oil.
soap,
Fantastic. People.
hospitality.
We don't
like
care.
somebody
Right?
for the
We don't care.
things and
What is
so-
that?
it's a
Isn't that
club.
in text?
And it's interesting because
Collecting
only
people
the
have been
mature,
harvested olives.
ripened olives
Yeah,
fall.
welcome
Why?
to the
Is it
21st
ready?
century, dumbass.
Because they're heavy with
Go.
oil.
Go to
And
the
so
blood.
the
We need
really
blood,
green
I
ones
think
that
it's
haven't
earlier.
ripened yet, they'll stay
Oh,
on the
God,
tree.
people,
But
I
as you're
so
beating them,
apologize, but this
if
is
they've
important.
gone from the place
I want you to
of
see
intimacy,
because
in a sense, is broken, and you have Jesus crying out on the cross as he's cloaked in our sin, my God, why have you forsaken?
stop him. Stop him. Take it down. Bring me up. People, the way he describes this passage that talks about Jesus being in a public park with this kid and having this goop on his face, right? As Luke shows us, right? Why does he seem to go around it? And what really does this have to do with the goop and determine? It has nothing to do with it. It is mind numbing programming. It might as well be thetans. Do you understand me? Okay. We have not looked at the evidence. What does the evidence say about that goop? What these two Christian gentlemen do is they say there is a special disease of humans where you sweat your own blood, and it only happens under duress, extreme critically traumatic situations where you would just bleed through your skin. All the capillaries, they explain, all the capillaries break in this. People, you would rather believe a lie. You would rather believe a lie than the reality. It wasn't blood. It says that. It says it was like congealed blood. Okay? If it was blood from some miraculous sudden loss of all your fucking blood from your skin, capillary bursting, what the hell is this man inventing? He is trying to explain something from the text that he does not understand. So in the process of explaining, he is creating falsehood for you. This is what your preachers, priests, and rabbis do. It's not the text. It's not the text. Fantastic. Okay, people, I want to hit you with some real power. These are punches, 1-2 punches tonight. In order to get the mood off, I want you to look at the drummer. I want you to look at the drummer as a unit of the, a component of the group, right? We've been looking at some strings. I want you to look at percussion tonight. This is Dana. Chewy, go ahead from Junius. Give us Dana, please.
Let's take my photos, aeonic life. I want what you have inside. Rain down I don't want to be untouched. I just want the truth. I don't want your grimoire. Just you. Rain
We're going to play the second part in a minute, but as we do, before we do, I'm going to introduce you to the subject, and I want you to be thinking about it. I want you to be thinking about what I tell you as you hear that beat, that Bacchic percussion. Yes. Let's do that, people. What's coming up is the Son of God, the Son of God whose eyes are burned by the Christing, whose vision is opened, and who takes that form of the Son that gives us new life, a new birth. Did you hear everything I just said? That's all text. I'm going to show you Heracles.
You're rising like the sun. I'm praying on the ground. I don't want your doubts. Let it pour out. I'll fill my eyes. Let me drown. I want the ride.
Please tell me of the Herculean labor of the percussion. Tell me about that connection. Oh, God. Oh, people, did you know it was there? Right? Where does that Bacchic movement crash its feet into the earth, it does so in the percussion. Oh, God. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, you musicians who understand all of this stuff already and it's in your soul, let us, the rest of us, catch up and worship Apollo as we should. You know what I mean? Now, people, as I'm sitting there watching Dana do his thing, I want you, when you come to the concerts, I want you to be well within the throne. I want you to be in a place where you can understand and see between the visible and the invisible. I want you to see the connections so that you can help me to free people, so that we can bring this reality. And it should have somehow pizza involved. I refuse to do it if it doesn't have pizza. And I'm not pulling off any fucking pizza miracles, people. So, those of you who come, we're going to run into pizza at some time, right? Maybe some dancing too. I was thinking dancing and perhaps even more music, right? Although we'll be danced out, right? Possible live stream. Go ahead, put that up. People, do a poll. Should I live stream these? Maybe that's the smartest thing. Who did that? You see how smart the congregation is? Oh, who is the... Oh, my cataracts are so freaking awful, man. I can't stand it. 86. I'm just going to call you 86er. 86er, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. That's a good job. Christ me. Somebody wants to be Christed? People, live stream. Let's lie. How could we do that, Chewy? We'll have to talk about that behind the... You know what we'll do, people? We'll talk about that at the next workshop. Monday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Mountain. What kind of poll? Yeah, who wants a live stream? Let's ask them. Do you think we can pull that? And when I say we, oh God, people, I'm going to be alone at Junius without Chewy. Chewy has her own separate responsibilities to do at the time. So I will be there alone. So remember, this all depends, right? I won't be alone. I'll have Echidna with me. Oh, God. Right. And Chewy's movie will be the heart of everything. When you're there watching it, and we have to be able to get it projected. Now, I've got to get moving with everybody. So I want people who are in these cities. Go ahead and throw up the cities where Junius is going. I want people in those cities. And by the way, everybody who wants to murder me, this is your opportunity. Don't be stupid. You're going to miss out, people. Look at these cities. I'm hoping to get these bastards so whipped up that, oh, God, people, don't say that. Junius says, don't say that. Don't say that. We don't know this guy. Oh, God. Blow it up. Yeah. Yes. Oh, you could do it long. Chewy could do it long distance. Right, people? We can still stream. She doesn't have to be there. This is gorgeous. How old is that stupid bastard? Right, Junius. Here we go. Baltimore, Youngstown, Detroit, Chicago, Indianapolis. That first run. Do you understand, people? We need people there. Right, Chicago people. We need people there. We need you to come and to participate in what will prove to be the ultimate act of 21st century freedom. Oh, God. And then we've got Brooklyn, Somerville, and Philadelphia. It's right that we should end in Philadelphia, right? So, people, I want you to remember, these are the times coming up. And if you are in these cities, or you're close to them, or you just know you're going to go, because people have written to me and said, I've already bought my tickets. I'm going, right? So I know I'm going to meet up with a bunch of people. I love it. We have to create the crusade. And this is why I want you to come to the workshop, okay? I need your genius in the workshop. If you are in one of these cities, or you plan on being in one of these cities, I want you to come to our Discord this Monday at 7. This Monday at 7. Excellent. And we will stream those. We will no, we will tape them, right? You will. Those are coming out every couple of days. You'll see one of those come out. So realize that your participation is universal, right? Everybody will be able to follow your genius. You know what this does? It keeps knuckleheads out of the mix, right? Because the trolls are always there, right? The trolls are always there. They've got nothing to do. And that's what's so beautiful about Satanic Congregation and Lady Babylon is that we've got something to do, people. This is a real challenge. Who was that? Michelle, what's her name? Who did that 7-day marathon challenge? Carre, that's right. Michelle Carre, look at her. She could go out and run a goddamn marathon for 7 days straight in 7 different continents. What the hell are we doing, people? What the hell are we doing? This is our time. This is our time. We can free our homeland. We can free the world. The reaction could be a 2,000-year reversal. We could bring back the ideals that got us the most beautiful things in this world of the 21st century. Oh, God. Oh, God. People, that's why I want to see you at these rallies that we'll have. Oh, people, we have to rally. We have to rally for the gospel, to bring the gospel to everyone, and they can be free. People, bring me up one more time. Leave their comments on there. Bring me up one more time. Please get them up. Please understand that your fellow congregants, the people who are watching this video, those people tell me that they have been freed, that it is a burden that's released from them. We can't stop at our audience on YouTube. You and I have to go out there and we have to bring it to everyone. This good news of freedom. Who wouldn't want to bring the good news of freedom to the world? Would you? God, restore democracy to the entire human plane. Oh, God. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? Love it. Love it, people. Why democracy? It's the Virgin. Don't you want to see the Virgin? Let me show you. Let me show you the Virgin. Who wants to see the Virgin tonight? Right? She's the only one who makes all the other gods squeeze out a little pee-pee into their britches because they're afraid. She's the spear shaker. Oh, God. Love it. Where is she? Bring us the first Greek passage. Did I want to finish what? Oh, poll about streaming. Let's see it real quick and then we'll go on. Boom. I want that experimental music back too. People, does anybody have a desire for the experimental music that we were granted? Who wants a live stream at Junius? 97% of you. Look, even some of the people that hate us want us to live stream. Right? Why would they want that? Shouldn't that 3% be set? Oh, those are look, people, look what we figured out. It's always 7%, right? Anybody who's watched Lady Babylon knows that the no's are at 7%, and in their constant group, it looks like here that 4% of those no's are the killers. They're the ones who, okay, people, you come. We'll free you too. We will free you too. You scared little bitches. Right? It's just fear. It's just fear. They have fear, Chewy. They can't show their true courage. It's a property of fear. Come and get us, motherfucks. Okay. 7%, right? 6, 7. It's usually 7 or 6%, right? That's terrible. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, I'm not doing the motion. Forget about it. Let's go. Yes, please. Chewy wants to mention something. No. Chewy's not going because she's afraid of the pink mist. Right? She's not there, right? She doesn't care about that. We already had to deal with getting swatted, and that is swatting technically. It is swatting, definitely, because the response is meant to elicit a larger, more violent reaction, right? Oh, God. You people, satanic congregation, you see how they are? You see how the brothel works? It's so disingenuous, right? The world found out you fell into the pit. Just stop digging. Give me the next. Give me the people. Look at this Greek. Shove this in your thank hole. People, shove this in your thank hole. Look at the Greek. Look at it's okay. They're totally in the wrong order, but that's okay. People, what I want you to look at is what we're dealing with in the death of the Son of God. Okay. We're talking about, look at the blue, the flux haematera. You see the bloody flux. Remember what's in Jesus' eyes? The flux puros. This is the power of the Christing of Satan, the morning star. This is the power of the bringer of dawn. Right here in a Greek text, it is afflicting the Son of God. It is burning off his mortality. Do you understand? It is from this burning that the Son ascends to the throne. Oh, God. What was going on in the garden with Heracles? People, give me the next one. People, if you can see it, you can understand the history. You think Heracles and Jesus were mythic figures. I know you do, because you think that they do things like fly around. You think that they do things like speak to the sky and cause the clouds to dissipate. You think that they do the work of a magus, as they are both. But the problem is you fail to see all the details. And the real crime is always in the details. This is what we have the power to do. People, I need a 30-minute presentation. 30 minutes to free the world. What would you tell your Christian neighbor? In 30 minutes, what would you show them? What music would you give them? Do you understand? 30 minutes. Oh, God. You will see the birth of it. If you come to those cities that were up there, you'll see the birth of the crusade, the satanic crusade, the gospel of the Antichrist. People, we can change the world. If I can change one person by giving them the gospel, just one person, that is tremendous, tremendous power, right? Can we liberate ourselves? Can we finally get out of this prison? Can we escape this 2,000-year shit prison that we've all been in? Would be nice. Would take a genocide to wake us the fuck up. Let's go. Who wants to sell those tickets now? You know, I still get email. People at Myth Vision, I still get your crappy emails for your wanting me to go and see the bullshit. What are you doing? Israeli tourism? Is that all this is? Stop sending me email. Oh, God. It's amazing, people. I don't want to support the genocide. It's not, it's not cool. People will look back on this time and they'll look at everybody who supported the genocide and the army of doom, the army of Hitler, and the Israeli child rapists. Because it turns out it's not just Ehud Barak. It's not just him. It's the fucking guys in the military too. They're into the kink. They're getting the animals to get involved. Yeah. It's what you do to kids, man. Shoot off their genitals. That's what the great American Israeli army of doom has done. And all you goddamn generals who sit by and allow us to slaughter children. Yeah. What do you think? How do you think you're going to be received by our ancestors who fought for freedom? How do you think you're going to be received? You're not, you shitwigs. Oh, God, did he just put down? He did. Why is it relevant, people? Past, future, and present are one fucking nexus. Ta-da. Give it to me. Another Greek. It's out of order. What am I looking at these? Look, here's a nice word, people. Phasma. Do you know that's why we do the Christing? I'm about to show you. It's why we do the Christing. Look, it's an apparition. It's an apparition or phantom. Ooh, sexy. Look at number 3 of shows or mysteries as images or types of realities. Okay, I want you physicists and all you brainy satanic congregation, I want you to put that stuff together. Okay? These are the images that are generated in that mystery. God, do you understand? What do you think the Magus is, if not a master of these images? Right? Where is Wretch? Wretch, put your pants back on, please. Right? Yes, we can see you. It's all secret stuff. Give me the next one. Let's look at people. Let's just swim through Heracles. You didn't know Heracles was Jesus, did you? That's okay. Don't worry. Christing is Christing, even if these guys don't know it. Right? Let's bring these texts and have to. Oh, people. Oh, people. Do you know who prepared the Christ for Heracles? It was his wife. The church is the bride of Christ for a reason. Here she is making people, it's not because of myth. Oh, and they did it because of myth. And they created, they took Homer and they made the New Testament out of Homer. What fucking dumbass came up with such bullshit as that? That is impressive crap. Yeah. Read the text. See what the evidence says, people. You don't have to come up with theology. There's 2 types of people. Those who want you to believe something and sell it, and those who just want to find reality. Which are you? Which are you? Satanic congregation, I say, before we meet. Oh, God, I'm going to jump out there. I'm going to do I hope I can do the real gymnastics. People, can we get out in front of the band and wrestle? Can we just wrestle? I don't know. We have to ask Junius. Can we wrestle out there? Oh, I'm bringing my whip for sure. I don't care, people. If you're getting near me, you're gonna have to reckon with the whip. Oh, God, the fact that we can do this, Martha. Don't say anything. Give it to me, Chewy. Give me the next one, people. Yep, that same one. People, let me just tell you what this is all about. This is she who was given instructions on how to make this Christ that we're going to poison the Son of God with. But we don't know that it's poison, right? We don't know. I don't want you to miss that there is harmony with the Christ. Look at this word, Antichriston. You know what that is? That is a fresh Christ, a Christ that has been made on the spot, right? We have all sorts of formulas for these things, for these Christs. This is what his wife is doing for him. She's making this Christ, which is a pharmakon, people. See the second line? It's a pharmakon. And you're not supposed to get it, expose it to the fire or to the rays of the sun. Why? Because this shit ignites. I thought you said this was a love potion. It is. Do you know what else they've got in it? They've got the blood of the Hydra. Oh God, have they been using that? Yeah. Don't forget, people, who is the lover of Heracles? Who captures Heracles? You all know who captured Odysseus, right? That was the beloved Cersei. And you don't know Cersei. You think you do. I'm going to show you one line that is Cersei, right? Odysseus is captured, taken prisoner by her, drugged by her, forced to have sex by her. Heracles is taken captive by Echidna, she who was half virgin, half viper. Okay, you figured out. You weren't there. You didn't see it. You didn't see the drugs theories. You don't know why they're calling her the viper. You don't know why she's the oracular virgin that has so much power. She can keep Heracles as a hostage, as a prisoner, as a sex slave. And people, why wouldn't you? Look at Heracles, people. He's known. He's known. The queen, the Amazonian queen, was hot for him too, made him her slave for a year. This is a place where we take big, brave, testicle tanning men and we turn them into little toys. Toys, people. That's what the Odyssey is. It's about ladies and their toys. You thought it was who? Oh, Cyclops. God damn. It's so hard. It's so hard, people. Once your society has swallowed a faith, has swallowed a load of faith, you will believe anything and it will distort your vision so that you can look back on antiquity and only see a corrupted form. You don't see what the real is. You didn't know Christ was a drug. You didn't know it had to do with sex and rights meant to send you to the other side through death and then to bring you back through resurrection. You didn't fucking know that. You're going to. People, when people learn such things, they become liberated. They become liberated. You know how many emails I get from people that say, it kind of clicks and makes sense now. The Bible, all of a sudden, the New Testament especially, suddenly makes sense. Exactly. Our mission, Satanic Congregation, in this season of crusades will be to bring that reality to the world. Our mission will be to restore the timeline, to see the history for what it was, exactly what it was. People, it's a movement. And it's not just classical philologists now, because it's influencing them now as well. Right? They're beginning, re-examine. Are you going to re-examine? Oh, right? I talked to Danny Jones, and it reminded me, it jogged my brain this morning because I wrote The Chemical Muse about the use of drugs in antiquity from primary sources, from the Greek and Latin. That's what I wrote. And people are so stupid. The people of the brothel who have the Christian background, that guy, he comes forward and he says, Roman medicine, that's not Greek. You stupid moron. You have so not read any of this evidence that you don't know that all the medicine is in Greek from the Roman physicians themselves. Oh, God. The ignorance people. These are the people who want to sell you faith. Cross Bible, that's what it was. These are the people who want to sell you faith. And they flock together. And our crusade will be their end. We will bring it to the world. People, why can he be so confident? Why can Amen be so confident? Because it's all there and we've seen what it does to people when they see it. I know that it frees people. Do you understand? Luke will not be returning because we need to free people. There is no longer an opportunity for us to masturbate. Do you understand? This is our moment, people. There will be nothing but Christing. There will be nothing but liberation for this planet who now looks in the mirror at their pedo saviors and their pedo princes and their pedo presidents. It's gorgeous. Give me some more Greek. Let's revel. Give me the next one. People, we're talking about Heracles, who was given the flocks. Who was given the flocks. It's what transformed him. It's the only thing that could transform him. Did he learn this stuff from Echidna? You damn well straight, man. Now his wife is getting this through. Daenerys is getting it through the centaur. Keep going. You guys know that. You've known that in Lady Babylon. You've seen that. The Kentauron is the paiderastes, right? The pederast, did you just say? Oh, God, show it. People, what is the technology that is being employed when we're discussing the Son of God, Heracles? It is Christing. Give me the next one. You see the Christing there? Artichriston. Give me the next one. What else is, what other vocabulary do we use for the Christing? Look, people, just straight up, echrisa. Echrisa. There's Christing. Again, we're talking about Heracles. Please don't be so stupid as to think people saw this in the future and said, oh, we're just going to model Heracles. That's for fools. That's not how the use of evidence works. It never works like that. But they love that because it gives them a little step back to Gilgamesh and his stupid work that's not, people call an epic for no reason. Every dead Greek is going to tell you that's the biggest piece of shite on the planet. People, that's one thing Pate was doing. He was designing programs to look through all of this stuff, right? To figure out the music of the language. The reason that Wretch gets to the point of religious rapture is because he sees that it is possible, that the magic is real. The magic is real. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's through that music, people. It's through that music. That's why Junius is so important. Is so important to me. That's why Junius is so important to me, because there is no gospel without that music. There is no gospel without the music. Remember, the language is music. The language that I'm giving you all of these sources for is music. Can you hear the drum? Can you hear? Yes, you can. Thomas Jefferson and all of these freak classical philologists have been talking about that for centuries. It's what gave us democracy. Oh, God, love it. It's people like the YouTubers now who are just selling out. You know what I mean? It's those people who cause us to miss the picture, to miss the reality. And we pay them to do that. We pay them. I'll tell you something. A sickness inhabits the souls of some mortals who enjoy watching the degradation of other people. They enjoy watching the degradation of other people. These are the people that the Marquis was trying to expose. Hail Satan. Yeah. Let's do the people. Give me the next. I want a little more Greek here. Give me some more Greek. People, it's all out of order, but yeah, there's one. Oh, people, I want you to see Cersei. No, it's not her. Next one. I want you to see the one that was the first one, Chewie, is Cersei. And I really wanted people to be able, Chewie apologizes. It wasn't her fault. I clicked the wrong button and everything got backwards there. Yeah, it is. Look, it's just totally backwards. People, I want you to see the real Cersei. And I'm going to do that through the language in one line of it, just one line. So if you're sitting there and you're like, oh God, he's going to translate, nah, long passage. No, just one line. And I want you to see who Cersei is. And I want you to please compare her to the Cersei that you see on the modern stage and tell me if she is anything similar. Kirke euplokamos de ne theos audeisa. Who is that Cersei who's so well put together? She is a theos. Do you see it? She is God. She is what? She is denetheos. She is a God who makes you shake. Do you understand? She is a terrible, terrifying, frightening God. And where does all her fright and talent and the horror, where does the beautiful, powerful horror of Cersei originate from? Look at the last word in that passage. Look at the last word. Audeisa. What? She is the one who is divine, who has the power of human speech. She is the one who is divine, who has the power of human speech. She exercises human speech. She practices human speech. What? You mean divinity does not speak people? Listen, Eros, the divine God that we so honor, love himself, attraction, sexual attraction himself. Does he speak human language? Absolutely not. But you know when he talks, you can see it. You can watch first dates as a psychologist and say, where is the presence of Eros? You can sit there as a philosopher and discuss why love is a disease. Does it have symptoms? Why does it have symptoms? Is it a disease of the mind? Makes all this person can do is think about this other person. They're completely corrupted. All of that is through the language of the God, not through human language. You cannot talk yourself into love. Right? Love has his own language. Do you understand why Cersei is Cersei? Because she is that bridge to our speech. That should terrify you. That's manipulation. And you thought Cersei was, oh God. It's just they never get it, right? Until you see him. You realize in the Odyssey that Odysseus begs her not to cut his balls off. People, he has multiple children with her. How does it feel? How does it feel, Odysseus, dating a woman whom you're going to sire children with, yet you're going to have to convince her not to cut your testicles off? Has anybody ever, I'm trying to think, have I ever been in a situation like that? Has anybody out there say, let's do a poll. Who has had the threat of castration? Right? Who, like Odysseus, has had the threat of castration? Right? It's probably not going to be many of us, is it? Right? Maybe some Palestinians. Right? Because that's what the Israeli monsters do. They shoot off their genitalia. right? We can't, people, guess what? We're not like 1940s Germany. You can't hide this stuff. We have it, all of it out there. That means we're more responsible. The whole fucking world is responsible for this. Who? Yes. Castration, people, is a process whereby a eunuch is created, and that eunuch is a singer. Seriously, Chewy? All right. We'll see if the censors let us keep going. I knew that somebody would pick that. Right? Where's the 7 going to go? Let's see. The 3% of the 7 that don't want to kill me but hate me, I think they're going to do have. And then I think most of Satanic Congregation, right? They're going to do haven't, right? And then some of the ones that want to kill me with the haves, they're going to go to the wish, right? I don't know. I just feel it that way, people. Your wish is my command. Your wish is my command. People, who wants to see a castration? This is history, people. You realize these boys would be walking around, these apostles, right? Would be walking around. People think Peter was married because it says he has a female in-law, right? Not realizing that if they felt under the hood, they may find something different. The prophet. If you want to become a Christian, you have to come to me as a child. You have to come to me as a child. Who wanted young eunuch boys besides Jesus? Alexander did, who was also a Laestes. He was probably, arguably, a better Laestes than Jesus because he didn't limit himself to 12. And he got that kid, he had that kid killed just to shut him up. People, go do what you're gonna do, Judas, right? Somebody's gonna narc on Jesus. You can't be with the kids in the public parks that late at night for that long without getting caught. It just doesn't work, dude. We're civilizing the world. We don't care about your genocidal God and your rights here and what you're gonna bring, some kind of fucking apocalypse. We don't care. You are not allowed to take advantage of children. No, absolutely not. Does that remind you of President Pedo? I wish we could see him say he wasn't a child rapist again. That was you. Chewy, find that. I want that clip. Okay, bring me up some more Greek. People, it's in your face. It's the present, right? It's in your face. Otherwise, who the hell wants to do this anyway? Right? If it's just totally irrelevant, who gives? You might as well go smell Humbaba's butt sack, right? Oh, people, let's elevate the discussion here. Look at this is a passage. Look at the second line, the first word. It's Christing, people. Are we in the New Testament? No, absolutely not. Right? Look at the third line. Ew at the end, right? That's the eos. That's the poison. That is specifically the venom. And what is happening in this passage? We are Christing. We are Christing this substance upon a person. What is the substance? It's that stuff we got from the centaur. That stuff is bloody murderous, people. And I'm telling you, it's so bad, it's parents. Right? You want to hear who the parents are of this Christing? The parents of this Christing are death and the dragon. And you're going to sit there and you're going to say, wait a minute, death and the dragon? I've seen umpteen Christian texts with death and the dragon telling me exactly who they are. Yes. People, bring up the passage again. Death and the dragon are giving birth to this Christing. Do you understand This thing is meant to anchor us in the phasmati. Well, I still can't underline the phasmati that you see on the bottom line. Those are the images of the mystery, and they are more terrible than the Hydra itself. Okay? They are more terrible. How can the Son of God, this text asks that, how can the Son of God survive even one day, even today? This is the power of the wrath of God, and it is burning. It is burning the Son of God. And if he could make it stop, he would. But he can't, because this is the process. This is the process. This is the mystery of resurrection and life. Oh, God. People, it's from antiquity. It's not like it was invented, right, by one person, right? All of the drugs go back to the ultimate discoverer, who was herself already established for 1,000 years by this time, by the time that we're talking about Jesus. I have a couple of texts from Jesus. I just want you to see the connection with the children and the fact that this is exactly pedophilia that Jesus is practicing in Christianity. Can we please? People, by the way, why did Heracles get burned? It was because of that poison that was given to him by his wife, who thought it was a sex drug. She thought it was a sex drug. And why would she give her husband a sex drug? Did he have a problem with male things? No. No, he had no problem. He needed no drug to come to capacity. As a matter of fact, he had just brought home a young girl who was held captive as his sex slave. Did you forget about all the sex slaves, people? That's why she applied the drug. That's why she put the Christed the garment that he himself would take and would die from. That process of bringing him to immortalization was through her love, just like it is the love that Jesus has for the children. You must be a child to receive the kingdom. Oh, God. People, right? A couple of weeks ago, what did we say? Last week, what did we find out? We told the whole world that, make a fucking short of this. We told the whole world that the apostles are all under 20. And sure enough, from the littlest that sits on his lap and reaches only his nipple to the oldest, who is Peter, who really doesn't have to pay the adult tax of 20 and up, but he does. Just to make a point, we're on the right side. Jesus and Peter are going to pay the adult tax. The rock was rock hard in this. You didn't realize Peter was the pimp of those little kids, did you? The rock of the church of the Pope and all his pedophile priests was himself a pimp of children. Let me say that one more time. Short this, Chewy, for the Catholic audience. The rock of the Christian church was a pimp of children for Jesus. Your cornerstone was a pedo, upon which are all your priest pedos built. God. People, that's the gospel we must get out. Right? How do we do it in 30 minutes, people? I'm going to have to hit them. You've seen all the Greek, and you've wandered through the Greek and watched it, and people go back and and research it and then write me and say, I think this is good and this is good. This maybe, I don't think. What about this? Right? That's exactly what should be happening. Read it. Read the sources. Give me a little more Greek, Chewy. We've got a couple. Yeah. The love of Hercules. Yeah, he had a lot for people. Who was Hercules' lover? Heracles in the Greek, right? Hercules on the other side. Who was Heracles' lover? It was a little boy called Hylas. Now, I'm going to tell you something that you didn't know about Heracles. I guarantee you didn't. Now, he was the hero of the Argonauts. It wasn't Jason. Jason never led the mission. Heracles did. And all of you sit there and you say, oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense of why Heracles only allows Medea into the mystery. Oh, that makes sense. How do I know that? Not because I have some kind of theology or belief or creed or some stupid religion, but because we have texts that say that. The Greeks themselves said that. If we've, oh my God, what did I miss? Oh, people, I missed the preview. Bring on the preview of Bruno. Joey, we have to do something grand. Satanic Congregation. Bruno de la Vega has brought us again with all of his crew. A glorious little, it's good you stayed so long. Look what I did. I dragged it out. Bruno's going to be like, that stupid old man. Why didn't he do it up front? No, he won't do that, people, because he's a really good human being. But we should have done this earlier. Here is the promo for the new Stones and Serpents. Go ahead. History is inquiry. Go ahead. We bring it out. I told you Eros can't be seen, but you can see the effects of Eros.
Kind of fascination.
Bajar al Hades, manipular a los muertos, recibir la información y traerla de vuelta.
The powers that be there are immediately hostile. They have to be controlled.
Engaging with an entity or with what?
Griegos, romanos, sectas cristianas, brujas y templarios, Saturno y Lucifer.
All of that passing the purple between the Templars, raising up the head of Baphomet. You cannot have these Bacchic satanic mysteries without the sex act.
Estas son las fascinaciones que atraviesan el tiempo. Bienvenidos a History is Inquiry.
Ah, it's the final in the series History is Inquiry. And I think it came to quite a crescendo. I must admit I was far out sexified by Bruno. Right? It's easy to get distracted in his loveliness. Right? I swear he's, what needs to happen to Bruno? Bruno needs a Cersei to come along. You know what I mean? And to take him captive and threaten to cut his nuts off. Right? This is a gorgeous series, people, and I was honored. I was honored to be a part of it. And my only request for the future, right? Once you see this ending, yes, right? There are certain things there. Bruno did something. He got me really comfortable, and he's like, okay, now I want you to tell me the good stuff. Right? So there's some stuff in there. I cannot vouch for whether or not I said it or it was a demon. People, this one is the final, and I want us to be able to communicate, right? Bruno is communicating the gospel to the Spanish-speaking world. That's what he's doing. And he's doing it in an intellectual, a very studied, scientific way. And yet at the same time, Bruno listens to the muse. Bruno goes to that place and absorbs that reality. He dreams those dreams. And he has a passion for that. He has a real passion for that. Bruno, I hope you get picked up by Cersei along the way, and if you disappear and don't contact me, I'll know that you're on some blessed island being whipped by a gorgeous creator of everything that is real. Oh God, it's like you pull that out of the soul of, right? How do we do that? With her song, her speech, right? This is the God using the speech. Yes, go ahead. One, yes, put the text up. We need a couple of Jesus text people really quick, right? They're near the end. People, I want you to see Jesus' bride, right? This is what you're going to be dealing with, bride of Christ. It's there. It's, well, they're in the wrong order, but let's hit them. People, this is Luke 22:44. Let me see. There it is. Kai genomenos in agonia. Jesus was in agony. Agony. Do we have a definition? Right around that should be the definition. You think you know what agony is, and those Christians on the show, they think they know what agony is, but they don't. They will talk about the sins of the world being heaped upon Jesus. Absolutely not. Are you ready? I'll show you. He's in this agonia, praying vehemently. When his hydros, his sweat, becomes what? Hose, thromboi. You hear thromb in there, right? Thrombocyte, whatever. Clotted, hematos, blood, falling down upon the earth. He's got so much of it, it's getting on the ground. This is that verse that the Christians will say, he just exploded with the blood. I wish we could see that section of it, Chewy, because it was brilliant the way yeah, we'll show it in a short, maybe. Bring it up in a short. Give me the next verse. 22:44, and this is 22, probably 43. Go. And there are some definitions. Yeah, 38. There we go. There you go. This is Mark. Oh, now, people, what did I do? I switched to Mark, right? Because what does Luke go on to describe? He goes on to describe this. Well, actually, Chewy, just give me the next one. Okay, let's. What a pooch screw this was tonight. What did I do? What was the one thing I did that was wrong? When I exited it, the order doesn't change. Okay. Mark, I have no idea. Mark 14:38. What does it say? Be careful, people, and pray so that you don't enter into the perasmon. You don't enter into that fleshly temptation, people, because the spirit is ready. Prophomon. The spirit's ready. But the sarx, your flesh, is asthenes. The second part of this verse that talks about your spirit and your flesh has been tacked on by Mark. Why? Why is this so important? Because Jesus is about to tell all the kids exactly what they're there to do and what the kingdom of heaven is for. And you must realize that when they are in the Garden of Gethsemane with Jesus and they keep falling asleep, Jesus is telling them, stay awake and pray so you don't enter into temptation. Don't you find that odd? What is the temptation that they are entering into? That sleeping through is not good enough, because you'd think that allowing these kids to sleep would what? Get them? No. Think, people. Think. This is how the world works. Those three boys were there to keep watch because Jesus knew he was about to get turned in after he drugged one of the fucking kids. You think that Eucharist is anything but drugs? Should we give me the last verses? These will be the last. This is the Christian church telling its own people, the early Christian church telling its own people not to do the wrong drugs, right? It's not drugs in general. It's just the wrong drugs. Are you ready? Yeah, it's a Greek. It's not a Bible verse. It's from there. It looks like that. Go. bring that up. What is that? Oh God, people, this is death-inducing weapons. I was going to talk a little bit about that, but you have a picture, Chewy. Put some death-inducing weapons. People, this is the Christing of the death inducer, right? So again, remember that part of the drug in this, right, is the arrow poison. When Heracles gets the sex drug that kills him, that's the arrow poison from the Hydra. So it's a mixture of serpent venom and whatever they're using on those arrows. And we have texts that tell us exactly which snakes, venoms they are using on those arrows. Let's see that text. We're looking, yeah, let's see. I think this is it. People, I'm going to shock you. What does this say? It's the one before this, but this is the second half of it, right? It's right. I just wanted you to see this is the asp and the viper that they're getting the eos from, that it says in blue that they're Christing onto their weapons. Give me the next one. There's another Greek one. Oh, people. Look. Go. Yeah, that's fine. Here's Ephesians. Why did I put Ephesians in there? It's not the right one. Dudes are going to get married to the ladies, and they become what? They become one flesh, people. Do you see the physics? The spirit is strong and willing, but the flesh is weak and vulnerable. This is why Satan uses the flesh. And this is why when you look at a woman, little kids, and you look at a woman and you have dirty thoughts about her, it's better for you to cut your balls off. Do you understand me? This is Jesus. This is Heracles. Why? Because it's a rite. It is a specific religious performance. This is not fairy tale land where Jesus is the one Christ. That world doesn't exist. We've got to have it where the last one I want is where the Christians are telling them. No, it's not in the Bible. Go. There was those two. Go. People, look what the early Christian church is giving advice to its congregation about. Are you going to believe this? Ready? What does it say? Apechesta. Ton kakon botanon. You're supposed to stay away from those bad plants. You're not supposed to take that as the communion. People, I'm not kidding you. You didn't think you didn't know before Lady Babylon that those were drugs. Those were communion drugs, that they're taking communion, not bread and wine. And the church is giving instructions to stop doing it. It's what Jesus was doing. Do you see what the bride has done? The bride has given the poison to the groom, and the groom is consumed. This is from the letter to the Philadelphians. I'm coming to Philadelphia. Maybe I'll bring him this letter. What does it say? Stay away from those drugs. Give me the next one. Or it may be the one before it. Yes. People, who is telling us this? John. No. Yeah. Is it John? It's not Goldenmouth. This is Damascene. This is John Damascene. And what is he telling us? Look into the blue. Look into the blue. I'm going to read this. I'm going to let this be our final passage for tonight. Yes, I'll mention Athena's statue. People, this is the letter to the Trallians, right? From John Damascene. And he says, I'm begging you, not I, but the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ. I'm begging you to use only Christian trophy, to stay away from all other plants, right? These are heresies. It's the heresies that use these other drugs. Okay. And what do? He says, Kai parem plekusin, Jesun Christon. They take Jesus Christ, and they weave him. It literally says they weave him into this, creating an orthodoxy. You know what it's like, he says? It's like when you give someone, remember, this is the Christian talking. It's like when you give someone a death-inducing drug, thanasimon pharmakon, a death-inducing drug with honey wine, which when the person who doesn't know what it is takes it, they die in wicked pleasure. In wicked pleasure, people. You know what that wicked pleasure is? Does anybody want Satan? Does anybody want to know why death is the parent? Why death and the dragon are the parents? Yes. Oh, God. Oh, people. Did you want to come through the right with Jesus? You got to come as a child, people. I'm sorry. You got to come as a child. All the apostles were, right? It's the way it works. It's the way that we end up in a garden with a naked kid getting arrested, screaming, "I'm not a sex trafficker of children." People, we have to bring this down into a 30-minute format that will include my voice and a background movie with its own soundtrack, right? We have this music, right? We're going to be connecting it, and I think it will be lovely. I think you will really enjoy it, and the music was professionally done. I'm going to save who it is. Anywho, more surprises in the future. Junius, I know you're going to be releasing it soon. Please. Oh, people, we've got to be looking for Junius. Anyway, you don't have to, but I am, because I think it's awesome, because I've already seen the album, right? I've already heard it. I shouldn't say see. I even heard the vinyl version. Oh, God, people. Something about putting it back into the vinyl, right? Something back to the records. What we had a passage here, people. I'm sorry. We had a passage about Jesus and the church that shows you that Christ, the child bride, right? We had a whole bunch of, well, how did it get so messed up tonight, people? No, it's okay. Oh, people, look at here. Here's the lace days. Here's more lace days, right? This is more of the trafficker and what he's all about. And here are the grammarian. Now, people, this is how off. Remember the Christian guy from Cross Bible that Neil thought, oh, here, this will be a champion, right? Was with the Greek. He was trying to figure out what a lace days was, right? And he hadn't read Lucian, so he was saying, well, I'm going to read Lucian. He's going to find out. This is more source that, of course, he's never read, and he never would. If he did, he would never said what he did, right? He would say, oh, Alman's actually just using sources, and I'm full of Christian bullshit, right? But you can see here, people, the grammarians talk about different words like leistikon and leistrikon with a rho. And he says they're different, right? How are they different? The one without the rho is talking about the systema, the collective body of traffickers. Whereas tolde meta to rho, the one with the rho is talking about the katema of the pirates, right? What is that? It's what they possess. And what is it, what they possess? It's people. It's people, just like Jesus did. He possessed people just like he possesses you. If you're sitting there and you believe in Jesus Christ, he's doing the very same thing to you that he did to those kids, that he did to the naked kid who was with him when he was arrested and appropriately executed. Thank you for coming to the garden tonight with me. It's my honor to bring you this material, and I appreciate your patience. I want you to consider one last image tonight that Chewy's reaching out to you. It's the image of the Virgin, right? It's the image of the Virgin. We have the wooden image that makes us sane. We have the wooden image that makes us sane. Okay, figure it out. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for coming tonight. We'll meet on Monday for both a new special class, a workshop, and hopefully we'll push forward the crusade. We'll free the world. Thanks for coming tonight, people. Hail Satan.
Stirring the red sauce gravy, sleigh bells ringing. Let the good times roll, fashion gibbets. Apply paint to the road, wicked Tony Tone. Fantastico, satanico, flavorful. Turning up the heat, this place is lit like fire. Stirring up the tomato sauce to die for. If they can't produce the orphans, crucify the lot of them. By order of the dragon, get this place cooking. Death Star overkill with Deathlock the Demolisher. Dead can dance macabre.
Sophia the snake, stay up late. Do you like balloons? Violet silk, Satan venom, sweet taste. Have a drop or two.